welcome to Sarasota for one of the biggest events on the offshore racing calendar, the Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix. This is the event when the P1 SuperStock Panthers get to mix it with offshore racing royalty, and they're doing it in front of thousands of fans who have packed the beach on 4th of July weekend. Does it get any better? So this weekend, it's a real mix. We have the usual 5 SuperStock races, 4 of them today and 1 on Sunday, but then we also have the Sarasota Grand Prix Invitational classes. They'll get a chance to practice today, and then they'll have 3 races tomorrow. And these races will be spectacular, featuring legendary boats like Miss Geico, Voodoo Offshore, Twisted Metal and Alex Anani, to name just a few. But first up, it's SuperStock, and top of the table are Team Barbados, crewed by Welshman James Norval and Charlie Parsons-Young. Now, these guys have won back-to-back championships, so they're looking to make it a hat-trick this year. But last time out for them in Jacksonville, things didn't go quite to plan.
Oh, they start sliding sideways and they roll the boat over. Both of them are in the water, and coming apart right behind them is the number 7 Team Barbados boat.
I certainly didn't know if we were coming or not. Obviously, we had the accident in Jacksonville where we hit the upturned boat off Jacksonville, and quite a lot of damage. A number of people say they couldn't do the work in time, but very kindly, Craig Wilson from Geico sorted it out for us, and great repair. And I'll tell you all about it when we come in later, if it's good or not.
It looked like a terrible incident there in Jacksonville, but I mean, you did the right thing. You avoided the guys in the water, and thankfully you just hit their boat.
Yeah, I made the choice of obviously hitting their boat instead of hitting them. Wouldn't want to see anybody injured. I've seen it before, and it's a horrible thing to experience when you're racing with the guys that we race with.
Well, it's never good to see incidents like that, but thankfully everyone was all right. But with Team Barbados crashing out, it became a straightforward fight for the weekend between Halloween Megastore and Boat Wrench. When the final flag dropped, both teams were tied on 45 points, with Boat Wrench taking the win after a countback. That left the table looking like this. That win took Boat Wrench up to 5th. The fully recovered Visit Jacksonville then stepped up to 4th. Halloween Megastore, who have been contenders all year, were in 3rd. Geico Racing in 2nd, only 5 points then between 2nd and 4th. And Team Barbados on top of the tree. So it's certainly all to play for this weekend. Can Team Barbados make it 3 from 3?
Yeah, looks like we could, and hopefully will. We're 19 points ahead at the moment, so Geico have got a fair bit of work to catch up with us, but we'll stay in front. We've got pole to start because we missed the last race, which is nice. It's our first pole of the season. Make good use of it, I hope.
We're a little further back than we thought we were going to be. Unfortunately, we had the mishap in Jacksonville with Visit Jacksonville and Barbados, so we missed 2 races. But we're here, we have a goal, and that's, like I've always said from the very beginning, is go out and win every race. And that's our plan, go out, win every race, and hopefully we have Lady Luck on our side and Barbados have some hiccups. And we can win the weekend and take the championship from them.
We're going to try not to overdrive the boat. We're going to try to just stay focused, stay in the game, stay up front. We got to stay in front of the Geico boat. We really need to stay in front of the Boat Wrench boat, but I think otherwise we should be able to do pretty well. But our goal is to win, overall, so we'll see what happens.
Let's take a look at the race course for Sarasota. Just over 2 miles, counterclockwise rotation, 6 turns, with a dogleg right on the long straightaway out on the ocean side of the course.
Race control to pace boat 1.
Go ahead.
You have an all clear from race control. You may take the boats out and get started.
Roger that.
As the boats make their way out to the race course here in Sarasota, this will be race number 1 of the P1 SuperStock Championship Series here in Sarasota. The team's getting their gear on, getting ready for their start. First race of the weekend. As the boats line up, they are heading toward the north end of the race course along the shore side here at Lido Beach. And we have a green flag. They are underway. On board number 361, Explode Marketing with Lee Baker and Francis Suits, as Geico just inches by them on the outside. Team Barbados are defending champions and current point leaders here in the 2016 series, as Geico has now moved themselves to the lead, making their way towards turn 1. Team Barbados on the inside as we look at Halloween Megastore. Halloween Megastore also working their way across from the outside to the inside as they cross back behind Team Boat Wrench. And we're back on board Explode Marketing as they're right off of the hip of Team Barbados. You can see that spray coming off of the right rear chine of the Team Barbados boat as they're getting squeezed now by Team Boat Wrench on the outside. Tight battle. Explode Marketing now tries to go to the inside as they're right behind Team Barbados. And we look at our leader, Team Geico out front, followed by Boat Wrench in second place, Team Barbados in third. And it got tight between Halloween Megastore and Explode Marketing as we look at Geico making their way around the south end of the race course. As Halloween Megastore tries to dive to the inside of Explode Marketing. They're riding right on the inside of them. They're deck to deck right now as they head towards the north end of the race course. Explode Marketing has just a nose right now over Halloween Megastore as we look at our battle between second and third. Boat Wrench ahead of Team Barbados as we look at that deck-to-deck battle right now between Halloween Megastore and Explode Marketing. Running as hashtag a billion lives. They are just to the outside in a deck-to-deck battle. But way out front right now, the number 9 Geico. Craig Wilson and Micah Paul as that battle continues deck-to-deck between Halloween Megastore and Explode Marketing. Lee Baker here from Las Vegas, Nevada. Halloween Megastore with Walt Cox from New Smyrna Beach. Halloween Megastore on the inside. Gets a little bit sideways as it goes around the top of that wake. Explode Marketing has to go a little bit wide to the outside. They're now a boat length behind as he goes right behind Halloween Megastore, trying to dive to the inside of the wake, make up a little bit of ground. He's now riding the crest on the inside as Frank and Al's Pizza work their way up to the inside just behind Explode Marketing. Silva and Ionata. As now Halloween Megastore has about a 3-boat length lead over Explode Marketing, and Frank and Al's Pizza Racing now trying to make a move on the inside. Our battle for second place, Team Boat Wrench still trying to hold off Team Barbados. With Halloween Megastore right on their tail, Explode Marketing pushes wide. Frank and Al's Pizza slides across the top of the wake. Now Explode Marketing dives in behind Frank and Al's Pizza. They are side by side. He cut a lot of distance off by jumping in behind Silva and Ionata. But Frank and Al's Pizza was able to carry the momentum and not let them get by. Frank and Al's Pizza about a 2-boat length lead on the front straightaway ahead of Explode Marketing as we go over the top of Team Geico. They're out front right now, clean water. And what a difference it makes when you have that clean water as they make that right-hand dogleg on the back straightaway. And Team Barbados currently in third place as Charlie Young looks over his shoulder to see where Halloween Megastore is. But Team Geico is heading towards the start-finish line to take the checkered flag. They will take the win in heat number 1 here in Sarasota. And right on their tail, coming in second place, Team Boat Wrench, Richie Webster and Gary Harris. Let's take a look at our results for heat number 1. The win goes to Geico, followed by Boat Wrench, Team Barbados, Halloween Megastore, Explode Marketing, and Penthouse Spirits. And right into race number 2. Starting on the outside, Penthouse Spirits, they've been having a problem today, so they actually started on the outside where Team Geico actually finished first in the last heat. Therefore, they're required to start on the outside. As we have a green flag, the boats are underway. Off to an early jump is Team Barbados. On the inside is Explode Marketing as we watch the boats make their way around the course. Explode Marketing in second place on the inside with Halloween Megastore to the outside of them and Geico on the extreme outside as they make their way to the north end of the race course. Geico slightly inching up on Halloween Megastore, but out front right now is Christian Young and James Norville in Team Barbados. They have the clean water after a hole shot with Explode Marketing in second place, followed by Halloween Megastore and Geico on the outside. Team Geico just approaching a boat length away from Halloween Megastore that is just a boat length away from Explode Marketing as they make their way around the north end of the course. Geico now coming up alongside Halloween Megastore and just slightly driving by him on the outside. But as they come up to the turn, Geico cannot close the door on them. Gotta leave them a lane. Explode Marketing out front right now, as Geico's forced to go a little bit wide. Halloween Megastore trying to dive to the inside as they skip across the top of the wake. Geico now dives to the inside. Great move by Craig Wilson as he jumps to the inside, and he is now side by side on the inside of Halloween Megastore. He'll have the inside lane for the next pin as he just inches ahead. Team Barbados out front. Charlie Young taking a look back to see how far ahead they are, as Geico has now gotten past Halloween Megastore and has their sights set on Explode Marketing. Explode Marketing in that turbulent water behind Team Barbados. Geico on the outside in clean water. And Explode Marketing gets about a little bit sideways. Nice recovery by Lee Baker. That scrubbed off a little bit of speed. Geico on the outside shouldn't have been able to get him, but Explode Marketing scrubbed off some speed, sliding around that turn sideways, as Explode Marketing has now moved themselves into second place. Now they control the line, and they really don't give Explode Marketing very far to go, but Explode Marketing holds that line on the inside. As we look at Team Barbados, they are now heading towards the checkered flag, and they are going to take the win in heat number 2 here in Sarasota. James Norville and Charlie Young take the win in Team Barbados. Let's take a look at our results for heat number 2 here in Sarasota. The win goes to Team Barbados. Second place goes to Geico, followed by Explode Marketing, Halloween Megastore, Boat Wrench, and Penthouse Spirits.
So have you done the maths on Geico? What have you got to do to stay ahead of them for the weekend and for the championship?
For the championship, we need to come third. They can come first in every race now in the last 3 races, and we'll still win the championship. For the weekend, we got a lot of work to do to get top spot on the podium, but I think we'll be up there.
I think it's safe to say that they're good drivers, and that's a great boat.
Yes, it is a great boat. Yeah, Craig is an awesome driver.
So chaps, great morning's racing for you. A first and a second. You've narrowed the margin to Team Barbados. Tell us about it.
Well, we had a great start the first race. We took off. We had the lead from the very first turn, and Micah did a great job telling me where everybody was, so I knew I could pace myself. And I mean, I drove hard. I thought, let's see what she's got.
That was my first win with Craig, and definitely excited. Thumbs upping out there to everybody, the crew and everything. So really enjoyed that.
Second race, we had a bad start. We weren't I wasn't paying attention really as much as I should have, and I missed the green flag by that split second. It's funny when you're disappointed in a second place, in a first and second place. So, but all gloves are off now.
So after the first 2 races here in Sarasota, Geico have narrowed that championship margin for P1 Superstock to Team Barbados by another couple of points. Still 3 more races for those guys to go on the weekend, and a whole lot more action from some of the big guns. We'll see you after this.
Introducing Ride by Yamaha. The world's first dual throttle handlebar control system, engineered to change the way you experience the water. There's only one way to ride, and it's only available on Yamaha Wave Runners. Yamaha, the #1 brand on the water.
Here comes the fun with Sea-Doo. From the affordable Sea-Doo Spark to the ultimate in comfort, luxury, and performance. Fun starts at just $51.99, including 2-year coverage. Visit Sea-Doo.com to locate a dealer near you.
Why do I race? I'm trying to win. I'm trying to beat everybody out there. Doesn't matter what class, 300, 250, 200. Anyone on the track, I'm trying to win.
Can't accomplish. I mean, what can you say? Unbeatable.
Go X Team Go and show us some love as we dominate the P1 Aquacross Series this year.
Welcome back to Sarasota, where the P1 SuperStock boys are getting set to go racing for 2 more back-to-back races. At the front of the pack, we're expecting to see Geico and Team Barbados. Let's see how they all do as we go join your race commentator, Martin Sanborn.
All Panthers, this is race control. Please hold your lines during the start. Please hold your lines during the start.
Thank you, Kevin, as the boats are lined up. This is race number 3 for the P1 SuperStock Championship, the final round of the 2016 series here in Sarasota. We have a green flag starting way from the outside. Team Geico dives across the entire fleet from behind to work their way to that inside line. Craig Wilson trying to get himself from the outside to the inside as Frankenhouse Pizza Racing makes their way around the turn first. They are out front with a good hole shot as Team Geico tries to inch their way up to them. Boat Wrench alongside Frankenhouse Pizza Racing. Silva and Ionata on the inside. They are out front, but right alongside them is Team Boat Wrench with Richie Webster and Gary Harris. But Frankenhouse Pizza Racing, they're the first ones around the turn, with Boat Wrench in second on the outside and Team Geico diving in on the inside in third place. As Geico now slides across the wake of Frankenhouse Pizza Racing, as Boat Wrench eating all that water off the back of the Frankenhouse Pizza boat. As we go on board with Walt Cox, he too is getting sprayed, making his way around the course as he is behind Team Geico. Geico now way to the inside of Team Boat Wrench, and Frankenhouse Pizza Racing goes way wide to the outside. This is going to cost them. Looks like they've got some kind of a problem as their speed is down right now. So now Boat Wrench is going to be out front. Geico in second place. Frankenhouse Pizza Racing has got to make their way back. They are way to the outside of the course as Team Boat Wrench now takes over the lead, followed by Geico and Halloween Megastore in third place. Geico now dives through the outside of the wake of Boat Wrench. Boat Wrench out front. Geico's way to the outside. Team Barbados has now gotten past Halloween Megastore as Geico now work their way from the outside, and they're trying to run down Team Boat Wrench. Richie Webster and Gary Harris, the guys from Boat Wrench, working to keep all these engines equal in this parity-based series where all the boats and the engines are exactly the same. Team Geico with Craig Wilson and Micah Paul trying to run down Team Boat Wrench. As we go on board Team Barbados, now currently sitting in third place. Geico's now jumped to the inside on the back straightaway as they head towards the south end of the course. Geico has that inside line. If they can force their position and hold that point at the pin, they are going to get by Boat Wrench. And they do. Oh, bobble right there by Craig Wilson, but nice recovery. Richie Webster and Gary Harris gave him a ton of room. Let him drive right by on the inside. Now they're trying to squeeze back in, but the damage is already done. Geico has the inside line and the momentum as they finish the final mark on the south end of the race course. Geico now moves their way out to the lead. The checkered flag is in sight as Geico just makes a great move, drives by Team Boat Wrench to take the win in race number 3. Looking at the results for Heat 3, Geico takes the win, followed by Boat Wrench, Team Barbados, Halloween Megastore, Explode Marketing, and Frankenhouse Pizza Racing.
If everyone got the lineup, please raise your hands.
There's James Norville and Charlie Young as the boats get lined up for the start of race number 4 here in Sarasota. This is the final round of the 2016 series, as Halloween Megastore is right alongside Team Barbados, waiting for that green flag to drop. And they are underway, a green flag. Looks like Explode Marketing got a little bit of a jump on the inside as Penthouse Spirits. Frankenhouse Pizza Racing stuck in between them as once again, Geico starts from the outside and works their way across immediately on the front straightaway, trying to get to the inside before they get to turn 1. Penthouse Spirits has the inside line. Frankenhouse Pizza holding on the outside, but Team Geico drives across the back of the fleet, dives to the inside at turn 1, gets out front, never looks back, and they race to the checkered flag in heat number 4 here in Sarasota. And second place goes to Ionata and Silva in Frankenhouse Pizza Racing. As we take a look at our race results for heat number 4, Geico takes the win, followed by Frankenhouse Pizza Racing, Team Barbados, Halloween Megastore, Explode Marketing, and Boat Wrench.
So James, you just had 2 more races and you picked up 2 third places. You're still on course for the championship.
Yeah, our aim isn't to break the boat. It's pretty rough out there. Done a lot of damage in the past. Playing it safe, we know what points we need, and I think 5th or 6th in the next race will ensure the championship. So take it easy and come home with the main trophy.
Out here, I'm a little annoyed about the 2nd place earlier today, but it happens. Barbados is good. They're experienced, and we've known that they're top of the points for a reason. But we pushed that Geico boat to its limits today, and it came out good for us. And again, we've done everything we can do, and Barbados is going to try and do everything they can do. I need help from all the other racers, but we're happy so far.
I can't wait until we have the end result for tomorrow and see if we actually win this whole thing. For sure, we're definitely aiming for winning this event for this weekend, but we'd like to win the national championship also.
So that's it for day 1 here in Sarasota. Difficult conditions for the SuperStock racers out there today. 1 more race for them tomorrow, and it is now Team Barbados' championship to lose. Also, excitingly to look forward to, the big guns come out to play. See you after this.
From wild natural beauty to exotic tropical paradise, there's nothing like golf in Florida. With 1,100 courses to discover, from friendly wide fairways to professional challenging tour courses, where winter never means a day away from the tee and sun is served daily. We invite you to share in the history and wonder that make Florida the world's premier golfing destination. Experience Florida golf today. Visit FLAsports.com and get your Play Florida Golf Guide.
Introducing the most powerful jet ski watercraft ever built. The Jet Ski Ultra 310 series. Now available with Jet Sound Audio. The game changer. The original. The most powerful jet ski watercraft in the world. Just got more powerful.
Welcome back to the Sarasota Grand Prix of the Sea, where the P1 SuperStock Championship is set for a gripping finale later today. Team Barbados just need to finish 6th or higher to make this their 3rd consecutive championship title. Now though, it's time to take a look at some of the most awesome racing machines that you're ever likely to see on water. what makes this Powerboat Grand Prix Festival so good?
It's the Daytona of offshore racing, so it has a lot of history, Sarasota does, and it's just a good place to race, as you can tell.
Who are you expecting to give you trouble this weekend?
Well, everybody in our class is always giving me trouble because that's just what it is in racing. But there's some local guys here, Ryan Beckley and his driver, Lee Austin. I think he just put his boat in. That's him behind us over there. He's a cantankerous old guy, but a real good friend of mine. Known him for about 30 years. But any one of us can win it because we all run the same engines, the same weight boats, and it's all about the guys inside the boat. So it makes it a race.
There's not many races bigger than this, not many with more history than this. It's our hometown with the boat. We have a lot of local sponsors, so it means a lot for us to be racing here.
We're going to have some tough competition. It's always going to be entertaining, but I think we're going to put on a great show for the fans. Ryan's got the boat set up great, so we're going to go out there and give it our best shot.
I understand your father and son. What's it like being in there with the old man?
Well, it's nothing better, and I definitely think it's a advantage against the other competitors. You know, we have a great relationship, and a big part of the sport is communication. So a lot of the times he knows what I'm going to do before I do it, and I know what he's going to do. So I feel like that's really going to help us today to get the checkered flag.
Let's take a look at the course for the big boats here in Sarasota. Counterclockwise rotation. 8 turns on a little over a 4-mile race course. Long straightaway with a dog leg on the outside edge and a big sweeping turn coming back towards the beach. We have 2 starts for the big boats as we go on board S19 Gettle Racing. Brian Hopkins on the wheel, Gary Ballou on the throttles as they get off to an early jump in their 32-foot Doug Wright. Looking at Team Octane, Jim Simmons and Jake Coons. Running in Super V Light, that's a single-engine V-bottom with a Mercury 525, as Professional Plumbing tries to run down Gettle Racing. Throttleman Tony Cannell pulls a lap tape on Voodoo Racing as we go back to our leader in Cat Light, where we had a chance to talk with Gary Ballou.
Coming here every year, you know that the race progresses, it's going to get a little rougher, and you can't second guess yourself. You have to go with your experience.
And if you get everything tuned in and dialed up right, what sort of top speeds are you going to be hitting in that today?
I'd like to tell you that, but my competitor's right behind me, so we'll just say we hope to be that much faster than the guy behind us.
Well, he's got to buy a little bit more than that right now. Gary Ballou, a champion on multiple continents, one of the best there is in the Cat Light categories. He gets the boat a little bit loose as they're trying to get by Boatworks Black Pearl. Back to our V Lights. This is allbritonfruit.com with Val Fiorillo and Mike Ogden. Currently running in second place as we go back to the Black Pearl Boatworks. This is Gary Jones and Billy Glick, local team here in Sarasota. And one of the other favorite local teams, boatfloater.com, father and son team Steve and Stephen Kildall. We had a chance to talk to them earlier.
I think we have what it takes to be in the first spot of the podium. We're doing a lot of different testing in this last week, and the boat's it's ready to go.
And boatfloater.com is out front right now ahead of allbritonfruit.com and Team Octane. As we take a look at Color Me Fast, another local Sarasota team, with Lisa Matthews and Mike Holderness in their 42-foot fountain. And they are currently running in second place as we look at our third place boat, Team Voodoo Offshore Racing. And we had a chance to talk with Tony and Richard earlier.
It's all in the setup. We can only run 95 miles an hour, and the faster you get there and be able to hold it, that's it.
Both of you have to be conscious of what's coming up, who's coming beside you, bigger boats, if they're racing with you. There's a lot that plays in that cockpit of that boat, and if one mistake, it's a bad day.
Back to our Cat Light category, Professional Plumbing is another local team with Ryan Beckley.
It's a Douglas Marine Skater, built up in Michigan. We're powered by Mercury 2.5 liter, 280 horsepower motors. Top speed's about 110 miles an hour. Well, you always want to go out there and win. Obviously, we want to run out front, especially in front of our hometown crowd, and do the best we can. And obviously, we want to come home with the boat running in one piece, right side up.
Ryan Beckley, also known for Kinetic Animation, the company that does a good number of the graphics on our race boats. But we go back to our leader in Cat Light, Gettle racing with Brant Hopkins and Gary Ballou as they head towards the checkered flag. They are going to take the win in Cat Light. Let's take a look at our results in Cat Light, V Light, and P3. In the P3 class, Boatworks Black Pearl takes the win, followed by Color Me Fast. It's Gettle Racing, followed by Professional Plumbing in Cat Light, and BoatFloater.com, followed by All Britain Fruit Company in V Light. Powerboat racing in Sarasota is about giving back to the community. And here's Festival Director Lucy to tell us all about it.
Well, every year net proceeds that are raised from this festival go to Suncoast Charities for Children. And what we do is annually we give a grant to the Suncoast Foundation that reinvests it right here locally. We have 5 different nonprofits that occupy facilities that have been built over the years, valued at $20 million. The meet and greet who's in the driver's seat really brought home why we're here and what we're doing for the charity, because we serve special needs children, teens, and adults. So a lot of those clients can't make it out to the beach. They can't see the racers, so it was a chance for us to bust them in. The teams were great, the racers were great. They signed autographs and really did a one-on-one with so many of the clients, so we appreciate that.
If you look at the boat behind you, there's lots of signatures, there's lots of coloured graffiti on the boat, but you actually asked for that.
Well, at every event, at the block parties, like we pull out a bunch of different colored Sharpie pens, paint pens, have everybody autograph the boat. Some of the people draw caricatures on them, and some of them are fabulous. I mean, it's really outstanding, and the fans enjoy it, really enjoy it. The kids absolutely go wild over it, and for me, it's fun. I enjoy it. It's great to meet everyone.
Mark, great to see you here at another Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix. How are things going for you guys and the Geico team ahead of today?
Fantastic. We're really excited to be back in Sarasota. We were down a year. Got a lot of years racing here. It's an excellent course. Obviously, the fans and everybody around the area come out and really, really support the race. So there'll be tens of thousands of people on the beach, there'll be tens of thousands of people on the water for spectator boats. So it's always great to run in front of a big crowd.
There's only actually yourselves and another boat in your class, but
yes.
Tell us about the other boat and, you know, have you got what it takes to beat them?
The other boat, Cleveland Construction, we've run with them over the last couple years. Good team. It'll be deck to deck. We'll win at the end, but it'll be deck to deck.
And the world's fastest offshore powerboats are on the water right now. We have a green flag and a side-by-side battle with Warpaint and Cleveland Construction, where we got a chance to see Bob Vesper and Danny Crank earlier talking about how tight that competition was going to be. Out front for the Unlimiteds as they get spooled up, it's Miss Geico with Mark Granite and Scotty Begovich.
We're really excited to be back in Sarasota. We were down a year. Got a lot of years racing here. It's an excellent course. Obviously, the fans and everybody around the area come out and really, really support the race. Well, Miss Geico has approximately 4,000 horsepower. Yeah, the boat is extremely powerful. It's a 50-foot boat, a 44 Victory. It's capable of speeds in upwards of 200 miles an hour. In this particular case, I think with these conditions, you'll probably be seeing speeds between 140 and 155 miles an hour. One of the things that we'll be contending with today is some slower, smaller boats on the race course. Just like any of the GT racing that you see, it's a big factor as you come up and you're closing on boats that maybe half your speed and have to navigate through and around course traffic.
That was Mark Granite from Team Geico as he drives by the fastest V-bottom on the race course right now, Legacy Builders Twisted Metal with Brett Firstman and Billy Glick. And here's our second place boat in the Unlimited class, Alex and Annie with Herb Stotler and Jimmy Kazani. As we go on board with Alex and Annie, here's Herb and Jimmy. Herb on the wheel, Jimmy on the throttles. And we got to talk to Jimmy a little bit about the boat.
The boat's a 42-foot Platinum. It's all carbon fiber Kevlar, essentially built out of ballistic materials. The motors are turbocharged. We've got adjustable boost in the cockpit, so we can run them down from 1,400 horsepower all the way up to almost 1,900 horsepower. In case we need to save them or if we don't need the power, it's good for the engines. We haven't really done a lot of testing, and you know, our sponsor, Alex and Ani, has been like tremendous and, you know, helped us out financially, or actually helped us develop this. Alex and Ani is an eco-conscious company, and they fully believe in our concept. Our motors are more fuel efficient than a standard supercharged engine, fewer rebuilds in between. And with Alex Anani's support, it's been a great partnership.
Alex Anani currently running in second place, trying to run down Granite and Begovic in Team Geico. As we go to our second place boat in the Supercat class, this is Warpaint with Bob Vesper and Danny Crank. Bob on the wheel and Danny on the throttles, and Kevin had an opportunity to talk with both of them about the coordination between driver and throttleman.
Serious sport this, presumably teamwork is absolutely key, because if somebody misses a beat for a second or two, you're both in trouble.
Yes, if he doesn't see a turn, I look out as well. If he doesn't see one and I'm still on the throttle, and even if he attempts to turn the boat, not a good situation to be in.
It's one of our favorite events by far, not just because I'm from here, but just because it's just what you said. There's a huge crowd. There's a beautiful downtown area, and most of all, it's for the Suncoast Charities for Children.
Well, right now, Cleveland Construction is out front. Eddie Smith and Keith Holmes, two veteran racers making their way around the north end of the race course. They are out front and heading towards the checkered flag. Here we look at our second place boat in Super V. This is AMH Instigator with Johnny Stanch and Peter Meyer. They are in second place behind Legacy Builders Twisted Metal with Brett Firstman and Billy Glick as they round their final turn heading for the checkered flag. And our leader in the P1 class, Wata, with Nate Hunt and Ed Tamburino, they are going to take the win in P1. But the win overall and in the unlimited class is going to go to Miss Geico with Mark Granite and Scott Begovic. Let's take a look at our results in Unlimited, Supercat, Super V, and P1. The win in P1 goes to Wata. The win in Unlimited goes to Miss Geico, followed by Alex and Annie. The win in Supercat goes to Cleveland Construction. And in Super V, it's Legacy Builders.
Fantastic day today. Started off, we had a little bit of rain. We saw the wind pick up a little bit. A lot of spectator boats out there, so the seas were choppy. It was definitely very, very challenging conditions. The P1 course is a very challenging course. It's not just straightaways. You've got to be able to turn the boat. That combined with the sloppy water really made for real racing, good, strong racing conditions.
Well, a fantastic race there against the stunning backdrop, and huge congratulations to Miss Geico for taking the win. Excitingly though, there are still two more great races to go, including that P1 Superstock Grand Finale. We'll see you after the break.
Never seen the sky so blue. Birds are singing, I got nothing to do. Hey, hey, hey. It's a sunny day. My pocket's empty, my cupboard's bare. But call me illogical, I just don't care. Hey, 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 hey. It's just a sunny day. It's just a sunny day.
Vacation in color. Visit Sarasota.
Here comes the fun with Sea-Doo. From the affordable Sea-Doo Spark to the ultimate in comfort, luxury, and performance. Fun starts at just $51.99, including 2-year coverage. Visit Sea-Doo.com to locate a dealer near you.
Why do I race? I'm trying to win. I'm trying to beat everybody out there. It doesn't matter what class, 300, 250, 200. Anyone on the track, I'm trying to win.
Anthopoulos, I mean, what can you say? Unbeatable.
Go X Team Go and show us some love as we dominate the P1 Aquacross Series this year.
Welcome back to Sarasota, where we still have our P1 SuperStock deciders to come. But first up, it's our final Sarasota Grand Prix Invitational race. And once again, it's set to be a thriller.
Great place. We're actually born and raised here, so it's kind of like our home field advantage.
Well, it's back over to Martin, who I know at the moment would rather be in one of these race boats than talking to us. Martin?
No doubt, Kevin. Thank you very much. As we get ready for the start of our P4 and our P5s, here you're going to see quite a variance in the boats. Open cockpit boats again, bracketed by speed, and out to an early jump is Simmons Marine, number P404, with Jim Simmons and Jake Coons. So Simmons is out front, followed by Perdition, GetRubberMulch.com, and Superior Asphalt. As we look at Perdition, that is a Phantom Powerboat twin engine. Next up is the guys in GetRubberMulch.com. That is a 35-foot fountain, also a twin-engine boat, as we go on board Superior Asphalt with Chris Economidis and Ryan Beckley. And back behind our P4s, the P5s are underway as Pump It goes underneath. There's Raven, the yellow boat, going by. And a side-by-side battle with Hidden Harbor and GoodNewsPest.com. As Hidden Harbor is on the outside. Both of these are single-engine open cockpit V-bottoms. And now we're looking at Pump It with Jim Sigmund and Mikey Dacey. They're out front in the P5 category. On board Too Cruel with Daniel Race and Glenn Gary. You see the totally different setup on this cockpit. How much higher they sit notably in the boat. Too Cruel currently running in second place as we take a look at GoodNewsPest.com with Ryan and Rick Kreitzen. We had a chance to talk with them earlier.
We run a 500 EFI Mercury Racing motor. It's a 29-foot Warlock. Well, there's a lot of good ones in our class. Team Raven, Pump It. We also have Phantom 9 who's going to run in our class. So competition's up there. A lot of experience. This is only our third year.
Well, for their third year, they're currently sitting in third place. Not bad. As right now, Simmons Marine has Perdition coming up hard on the inside. Perdition drives by Simmons on the inside at the north end of the race course. These are bracketed classes. They have to run as fast as they can without going over a certain number. As we go back to GetRubberMulch.com, they're currently running in third place. They're running a little bit loose in that 35-foot fountain, but the battle up front right now with Simmons and Perdition. Perdition on the inside. They square the turnoff pretty hard. Simmons goes way wide. And we go back to P424. That is Superior Asphalt, the smallest boat on the race course. That's a 24-foot skater.
Looks like they are here.
Phantom 9 here has gotten past Pump It. Mark Neiman and Gary Ballou, but Pump It edging by Phantom 9 to retake the lead in the P5 category. As we go back on board Too Cruel with Daniel Race and Glenn Gary. Whoa, and he pitches the boat on its side going around the turn. As we go back to GoodNewsPest.com. Ryan and Rick Kreitzen. Currently running in third place in the P5 category. This is Team Raven. Currently running in fourth place in P4, but now the win is going to go to Simmons Racing as they cross the start-finish line to take the checkered flag in P4. Let's take a look at the results for P4 and P5 here in Sarasota. Simmons Marine takes the win, followed by Perdition and GetRubberMulch.com in P4, and it's Pump It, Too Cruel, and GoodNewsPest.com in P5.
Race control to Pace Boat 1.
Go ahead.
You have an all clear from race control. You may take the boats out and get started.
Roger that.
Well, the Panthers are on their way out for the final race of the season and the weekend here in Sarasota. Race number 5 for the P1 SuperStock Championship Series. As we go on board with Frank and Al's Pizza Racing, the boat's coming up on plane, getting ready for the start. Waiting for them to line up. As we go on board Team Boat Wrench with Gary Harris and Richie Webster. And we have a green flag. The boats are underway. Off to an early jump is Team Boat Wrench with Penthouse Spirits just to their inside. As we go on board Halloween Megastore, they are the extreme inside line right now as the fleet starts to squeeze them towards that first pin. Halloween Megastore, the team boat of Penthouse Spirits, as Boat Wrench is just a boat length ahead of Penthouse Spirits heading towards the north end turn. And an amazing three-way battle with Geico, Frankenal's Pizza, and Team Barbados. Frankenal's Pizza getting squeezed between Geico and Barbados. As Penthouse Spirits on the inside of Team Boat Wrench out front, Penthouse Spirits in second place. Barbados on the inside, Frankenal's Pizza between them and Geico. As they go around the turn, Frankenal's Pizza closes the door on Barbados. He gets a little bit sideways, nice recovery. And that allows Halloween Megastore to move themselves up a position. They are now in third place as we watch just how close Team Barbados got to them as they make their way around the north end of the course. Penthouse Spirits on the inside. Halloween Megastore trying to drive by as once again we see Team Geico dive behind, trying to move their way to the inside. Frankenal's Pizza now deck to deck with Penthouse Spirits. Penthouse Spirits is pushing them a little bit wide to the outside. Frankenal's Pizza now has them by half a boat length as they go around the right-hand dogleg on the outside straightaway. Now as they make their way towards the south end of the course, Frankenal's Pizza Racing has cleanly gotten past Penthouse Spirits and set their sights on Boat Wrench. Penthouse Spirits in third place, but they got Geico diving up to the inside again. Geico now pushes Penthouse Spirits wide. Penthouse now is side by side with Team Geico. Geico has the inside lane, making their way towards the start-finish line. They now move deck to deck. Geico slightly nosing by Penthouse Spirits. Jason Morton here from Morehead City, North Carolina, as Geico has them by half a boat length, but Penthouse Spirit puts on the sprint as they cross the start-finish line and has them by half a boat length, but Geico is on the inside. They have been tough all weekend long once they get to the inside. But Team Boat Wrench out front with Richie Webster on the wheel, Gary Harris on the throttles. Boat Wrench out front, followed by Frankenal's Pizza Racing, and Team Geico now in third place. Halloween Megastore with Walt Cox and Jamie Cantor. And they are just off to the left side of their teammate, Penthouse Spirits, trying to get by him on the inside. Team Geico currently running in third place, but they have got to put Team Barbados way back if they want to have a chance at overcoming them in total points for the championship series. This is the final race of the 2016 series here in Sarasota. Geico has got to work themselves to the front as they now dive to the inside. They are now in second place, but they've got to get out front, and Team Barbados needs to be at the back if there's any hope of getting that point spread down for the overall championship. On board with Frank Silva and Tony Iannata with the Frankenal's Pizza team as Team Geico now moves within a boat length of Boat Wrench. Geico has the inside lane as they head towards the south end of the course. Let's see if Boat Wrench gives them a lane this time. Geico goes across the back of the wake. Looks to me like he might be setting him up. Go outside, force him to go a little bit deep, and then dive in behind him. Let's watch and see what he does. He's right over the wake. He goes through the rooster tail. He's now on the outside of Team Boat Wrench. You know they're looking over their shoulder to see where he is. Now Geico dives to the inside. He goes across the wake. That's what he did. He set him up on the south end of the race course. Geico now makes a great move. They are side by side with Team Boat Wrench and carrying the momentum. Geico is out front from Boat Wrench. What a great move as they dove to the inside on the south end of the course. Craig Wilson and Micah Paul as they now move ahead of Team Boat Wrench. Frankenal's Pizza Racing in third place. But is it going to be enough for them to take the championship? And the checkered flag is out. Here comes Team Geico. They are going to take the win in the final race of the weekend, the final race of the 2016 season for the P1 SuperStock Championship. Let's take a look at our results for heat number 5. The win goes to Geico, followed by Boat Wrench, Frankenal's Pizza Racing, Team Barbados, Halloween Megastore, and Penthouse Spirits. But when we total up the points for the weekend, Geico takes the top podium position with Team Barbados in second and Boat Wrench in third. And here's how the championship worked out for 2016. Barbados takes the top slot by 3 points over Team Geico, followed by the Halloween Megastore.
Here we are for the third time in a row. I'm saying congratulations, you're P1 SuperStock champions. That's amazing.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we did call it the start of the season. We came here for one race, see how we got on. Obviously won that and continued on and take the series again.
So how about that? Another Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix comes to an end, and it was a blistering weekend. There were simply too many class winners to mention, but credit must go to P1 SuperStock champions once again, Team Barbados. James and Charlie make it 3 from 3. But for now, from all of us here in Sarasota, see ya.
Powerboat P1 thanks Ocean Properties for hosting Sarasota's VIP race viewing, race control, and live race radio coverage.
Introducing Ride by Yamaha. The world's first dual throttle handlebar control system, engineered to change the way you experience the water. There's only one way to ride, and it's only available on Yamaha Wave Runners. Yamaha, the #1 brand on the water.
Why do I race? I'm trying to win. I'm trying to beat everybody out there. Doesn't matter what class, 300, 250, 200. Anyone on the track, I'm trying to win.
Canadagopolis, I mean, what can you say? Unbeatable.
Go X Team Go and show us some love as we dominate the P1 Aquacross Series this year.